Hi, welcome to Brain Doodles. I'm Nathan.
And I'm Kyle, and insert joke of your choice here because we don't have anything this time. And that's what our topic's about today.
Let's start creating. Okay, topic today. We actually had a few scheduling conflicts, so we're recording a lot later than we normally do, meaning we're the day of when we're supposed to be releasing. So hopefully we can get it done in time. But we're going to talk about work habits because I thought it was a good time to sort of start that.
And then there's just the irony of us trying to meet a deadline when we're talking about deadlines. Yay, irony.
Yeah, and mostly what we're talking about with this is just getting stuff done on time and, trying to be consistent, which is the reason we're trying to, put something out like this.
So the main thing that we're talking about is basically deadlines and how important they are and how you should always set a deadline for yourself and you should always stick to that deadline, because if you don't, you're never going to accomplish anything. And we can speak on that topic from a lot of personal experience.
For sure. We've had a lot of old projects we worked on where we didn't set a deadline, and not necessarily that was the only problem with a lot of stuff we did, but in the end, it probably was partially its downfall. That's a joke that only Kyle will understand.
The explanation there is that this is one of the projects where we had everything going wrong because we decided, hey, let's make a feature-length film. We can totally do that when we're not even out of college yet. That's a thing. That it wasn't a thing. It wasn't a thing at all. But
don't do that. Start small. That's free advice.
But the main problem with that is that we didn't really set a deadline. So even after we kind of sort of finished shooting and we had at least what we wanted, we never had a hard deadline for finishing anything. So we just pushed it off and off and off and off until it got to the point where we basically realized that there's no point in trying to finish it because it's been several years and it's not even a good project to start with. So why are we putting so much time into it?
And now we have other stuff that's kind of taken more of a precedent, like Volition. You can check it out. Check out our first half on Filmpocalypse Productions. Shameless promotion right there. But we're working on the second and third half right now, and that's something we're a little bit struggling with, but we're definitely trying to get that done. We're setting a deadline and, trying to get all our work done.
Basically trying to get all of our work done for a hard deadline, so that way we don't let it slip, because we didn't initially set hard deadlines for ourselves, and as a result, we kind of the project just kind of went on, and we technically finished filming. Oh my god, is it 3 years ago?
I think it's almost 4 now.
Oh god.
3.5. It's pretty bad.
It's terrible. And
yeah.
The thing is with deadlines, especially for something like YouTube, where deadlines are super, super important for more reasons than you might think. First off, there's just the fact that you need to have deadlines so that way you get the work done yourself. But it's especially important for internet entertainment, or specifically YouTube as well, but any kind of internet entertainment, so web series, vlogs, web comics, anything that has just consistent updates is generally more popular because they have consistent updates, because people know that they can come back and watch it or read it or be entertained by it at a certain time. And that's especially true because YouTube's search algorithms even reward people for drawing consistent viewership, so that one-hit wonder doesn't draw as much attention anymore on YouTube as opposed to someone who just consistently releases stuff nonstop.
We also have a lot of real life examples of having for us to have to get things done, especially deadlines. My job, I work at a prop shop. We build and ship out props, and a lot of time people want things yesterday. It's like, oh, you need to build this thing by 2 days ago, and it's like, okay, cool, we'll do that. And obviously that's part of their fault for not getting their deadlines straight, but when it comes to us, it basically means we need to get something done as fast as possible.
Basically, you can't really shoot a film or movie or anything unless you have the props and the sets. It's a little difficult.
Yes. Yeah, very true.
On the flip side, I'm in the post-production realm. I work in quality control for distribution for a very notable streaming service, and we have hard deadlines that are sometimes contractually obligated. Like a certain show has to go live at a certain date, so as a result, the files just have to be in. So in general, basically, what we're trying to kind of harp on here is just the fact that deadlines are extremely useful to both keeping yourself consistent and actually getting content out. And it's just really important to any kind of creative endeavor, because if you don't have some kind of deadline, if you don't have something that you hold yourself to, then you'll never actually release something. It'll always just be, okay, let me just work on it a little bit more, or let me just take a little bit more time. So having that hard deadline really forces you to actually finish things.
Totally agreed. But yeah, anyway, this has been Brain Doodles. Come back and for next episode, we're every other week, sticking to that deadline. And also, if you want to, continue the conversation down in the comments, that would be great. This has been Brain Doodles, and keep creating.
Boop.
See you guys.